The Jeffrey Epstein case is back in the spotlight, with Attorney General Pam Bondi pushing to unseal grand jury testimony as public demand for transparency grows. With allegations of a concealed client list, a controversial letter linked to President Trump, and a divided Republican base, the Epstein files are stirring political chaos. A shocking 69% of Americans believe the Trump administration is hiding critical details. Dive into the latest developments from legal hurdles to MAGA backlash in this exclusive Pulse News breakdown of the Epstein saga. This survey note provides a comprehensive examination of the Jeffrey Epstein case and the Trump administration's handling as of July 19, 2025, incorporating recent developments, political fallout, and public opinion. The analysis aims to cover all relevant details, ensuring a thorough understanding of the situation for readers of Pulse News. Jeffrey Epstein, a multimillionaire financier and convicted sex offender, was facing federal charges of sex trafficking minors when he died by suicide in a Manhattan jail cell in 2019. His case involved allegations of paying teenage girls for sex acts, with Ghislaine Maxwell, his associate, convicted in 2021 on charges of helping lure girls for abuse. The case has remained a focal point due to Epstein's connections with high-profile individuals, including politicians, celebrities, and business leaders, fueling public and political interest. The Trump administration's involvement began with promises during the campaign to release files related to Epstein, suggesting the existence of a client list that could reveal prominent figures. However, a Department of Justice review, as noted in a July memo, found no incriminating client list, contradicting earlier expectations and leading to accusations of a cover-up. Donald Trump admitted to knowing Epstein for at least 15 years, with a notable instance being a 2000 photo at Mar-a-Lago showing Trump, his future wife Melania, Epstein, and Maxwell. In a 2002 New York Magazine interview, Trump described Epstein as a terrific guy and noted his interest in younger women, stating, "It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side." As president, Trump has since called Epstein a creep and dismissed related inquiries as a Democratic hoax. Recent controversy was heightened by a Wall Street Journal report on July 17, 2025, alleging that Trump sent Epstein a birthday letter in 2003 for his 50th birthday, which included a drawing of a naked woman and the message, "Happy Birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." The letter, reportedly part of a collection compiled by Maxwell, was denied by Trump, who called it fake and threatened to sue the journal and its owner, Rupert Murdoch. On July 18, 2025, Trump filed a $10 billion defamation lawsuit against the journal, claiming the story was false and damaging. This allegation has added significant fuel to the political fire, with critics citing it as evidence of close ties, while supporters, including Vice President J.D. Vance, dismissed it as complete and utter bullshit. Initially, the Trump administration suggested it would reveal previously unknown details of the Epstein investigation, with Attorney General Pam Bondi offering previews to conservative influencers like Jack Posobiec in February 2025, hours before public release. However, by July 2025, the administration reversed course, with the Justice Department stating no further disclosures were appropriate or warranted beyond what had been released, such as flight logs from Epstein's private jets, while withholding child sexual abuse material. On July 16, 2025, Trump, facing backlash, directed Bondi to seek the release of pertinent grand jury testimony related to Epstein's case, subject to court approval. Bondi complied, filing a motion on July 18, 2025, in Manhattan federal court to unseal grand jury transcripts, citing public interest. This move came after weeks of pressure from MAGA supporters and amid reports of FBI personnel being instructed to flag Trump-related records, further fueling skepticism. Grand jury testimony is typically sealed under Federal Rule 6 to protect privacy and legal integrity, and unsealing requires judicial approval, likely from a judge in the Southern District of New York, where Epstein was charged. The process is, complex and could delay release, with legal experts noting that even if approved, the testimony may not include all desired evidence, such as FBI 302s, those are interview summaries, financial records, or videos. Critics, including Representative Dan Goldman and former Vice President Mike Pence, argue that grand jury testimony represents only a fraction of the investigative materials, with calls for broader disclosure of FBI interviews and other records. The administration's handling has caused a significant rift within the Republican Party. MAGA supporters who are, traditionally loyal have demanded transparency, with figures like Marjorie Taylor Greene criticizing Trump's reversal as a full reversal on what was all said beforehand. Trump, in response, has blamed Democrats, calling the outrage a scam and hoax in social media posts, urging supporters to move on from Epstein, whom he described as somebody that nobody cares about. This stance has not quelled the backlash, with a poll cited in recent reports indicating 69% of Americans believe the administration is concealing Epstein client details, reflecting widespread public skepticism. The controversy has also strained Trump's relationship with his base, with some prioritizing freedom and truth over party loyalty. Right-wing Republicans have criticized not only the Epstein matter, but also Trump's stances on Iran and Ukraine, hinting at a broader fraying of his political coalition. The Epstein case has become a litmus test for Trump's commitment to transparency, with potential implications for his support ahead of future political battles. The case has been, honestly, just rife with conspiracy theories, including claims about Epstein's death and, allegations of a cover-up. Elon Musk's assertion in June 2025 that Trump was named in FBI files added to the speculation, though, so far, no concrete evidence has been provided. The Wall Street Journal's report on the alleged letter has further fueled these theories, with Trump denying authorship and accusing the media of smearing innocent people. The administration's decision to withhold parts of the files, including child sexual abuse material, has also contributed to public distrust, with some suggesting FBI personnel were instructed to flag Trump-related records, though honestly these claims remain unverified. The 69% poll figure really underscores the public's demand for accountability, with both Trump's loyal base and Democrats calling for the entire Department of Justice file to be released, an appeal so far rejected by the administration. This sentiment has divided Republicans, with some, like Representative Greene, expressing frustration, while others align with Trump's narrative of a Democratic smear campaign. The controversy has not only political, but also legal ramifications, with Trump's defamation lawsuit against the Journal potentially setting a precedent for media accountability in political reporting. As of July 19, 2025, the unsealing of Epstein's grand jury testimony is underway, but it remains uncertain whether this will satisfy demands for transparency or, further deepen public distrust. The process is subject to court approval, and even if successful, may not include all desired evidence, such as FBI interviews or videos. The controversy surrounding the alleged letter and Trump's response highlights the ongoing tension between transparency and political strategy, with potential long-term implications for Trump's support base and the Republican Party's unity. For further details, readers can refer to official Justice Department releases at Justice. As the Jeffrey Epstein case continues to unravel, the push to unseal grand jury testimony could, honestly, reshape public trust and Republican unity. Will the Trump administration deliver on transparency, or will legal barriers and political divides deepen the controversy? Stay tuned to Pulse News for real-time updates on the Epstein files, Trump's defamation lawsuit, and the fight for truth in this high-stakes saga. Subscribe now for the latest on the Jeffrey Epstein case and more breaking news.